Today, we're going to be looking over Nebraska's newest four-star defensive back commit, Bryson Weber, and we're going to go over the best of the best throughout his high school career and see the good, the bad, but most importantly, the stuff that we are super excited to see for the next 3 to 4 years as a Nebraska Blackshirt. So I'm pumped up about this film reaction. If you are too, make sure to hit that like button. And hey, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. I post a video about Nebraska football every single day. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers by the football season. So if you're a diehard fan of this program and you enjoy daily content, talking about your favorite team, what are you doing? Please hit that button. It would help me out greatly. But without further ado, let's get into it looking over Bryson Weber. All right, let's start it off with B-Web. Only a 2-minute film reaction here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's start it off with B-Web, 6'3" cornerback out of the state of Texas. I'm pumped up about this one, and let's begin. As you can see, they're listed at boundary corner. In zone coverage, quarterback steps up, and he picks that one off. Good read. We'll go back to that. Poor pass by the quarterback, honestly, but again, Weber does a good job to recognize where the ball is going and jumps that football. So now playing press coverage here on the left-hand side. Job to stick him up and makes a great tackle. And that's something I love about Bryce Weber, and you're going to see that throughout this film, is that not only is he a great man-to-man corner, he can play great in zone coverage as well, but he uses his size very well. It's that 6'3". He goes and makes some big tackles from time to time. So now about 10 yards back. Looks like he's in man coverage. Gives up the pass, but still makes a great tackle. Once again, really good tackle there on the running back. And you can see that physicality. Again, he plays Texas high school football, so you'd imagine that from all of these prospects. That was on a 4th down, too. That was a big stop for his defense. That's clutch. So now once again in press coverage, now in zone. Almost got a hand on that, but once again, a really good tackle by Bryson Weber. And we'll go back to it. Almost gets a hand on it. Oh my goodness, there's a head in the way. But yeah, nice job. And Bryson Weber, again, this film, honestly, only 2 minutes long he posted of his junior highlights. But with that being said, he's a guy that you can clearly see the athleticism. He does very well in camps for both rivals and on 3. And yeah, he's a stud. And again, I'm going to save all of my final thoughts till the end, as always. Back in press coverage, this time man-to-man. And good job, locks him down. And you saw the speed there, him run top speed. That was about a 4.4. And he has that upside, man. Back in man coverage. Good job to once again get a hand on that, force the incompletion. Now in press coverage, once again, gets off his block and makes a good tackle. Couple yards back. Looks like he's in cover 2. And gets that interception. All right, we'll go back to that one real quick. So yeah, cover 2. Just throws it up. High points the football. Good hands. Bryson Weber has played wide receiver in the past. That should be noted. Throughout his first couple years of high school, he was playing receiver. So again, he has that ability to go up and get those jump balls at a high level. And of course, you'd expect that with his height. Once again, cover 2. Great tackle on the flat. Now press coverage. Man-to-man. Good job holding him up. Wide receiver beats him a little bit, and he gets a hand on it once again. Look at that. Look, one thing I want to look at here real quick. We got to go back to this. Look at that high school stadium. My goodness, that's ridiculous. I mean, Texas football is different, man. So that was Bryson Weber, a little bit short, but definitely saw all of the good stuff. No fluff there in that highlight reel. Now let's take it to my opinions, the pros and the cons. All right, let's just start it off with the pros for Bryson Weber. As always, the things you cannot teach. The fact that he is 6'3", runs about a 4.40 time, That's elite at that cornerback spot, and you feel good about him translating that to the next level, not only as a corner, but he can even play slot corner. He can play nickel. He can play at a safety spot. So that positional flexibility is huge, and that's something that I love about Bryson Weber, that, again, he has that NFL upside. And you saw that flash throughout his film. Number two, the fact that he's developed not only in man-to-man, but in zone coverage. We saw a lot of cover 2. We saw a lot of cover 4 throughout that film reaction. The fact that, again, he's developed in multiple aspects of defense in the secondary. Again, that's huge. A lot of these corners, they're just purely man-to-man guys. They know how to guard guys one-on-one, and that's just about it. But you put them in zone, and they're not as developed. That's not the case with Bryson Weber. Again, he's doing things at a high level in a multitude of ways. Number 3, this is something I talk about all the time, and this is that Matt Rhule loves guys who play multiple positions. Now, Bryson Weber no longer plays both ways, but he used to play wide receiver. Now, that's going to translate to him playing in the secondary, the fact that he can go up and high point those footballs, that he's going to go ball hawk one and get an interception for his defense. So the fact that he has that extensive wide receiver history, that's going to pay dividends in the Big Ten and at the next level. And again, you saw that flash time and time again on his film. Now, the last thing that I was super impressed with, and something that honestly you need to take away from this film, is how physical he is. Again, he's listed at 6'3". That's something you'd expect from him, but there were multiple instances where he was sticking up a wide receiver or a running back in the flat and making a tackle one-on-one. There's not many corners in the country who can do that and who can be that physical and have that great tackling technique that Bryson Weber does. And he plays in Texas. A lot of those guys, they're dogs, and Bryson Weber absolutely used his size to his advantage right there. So that was the pros from what I watched. Now, let's get into the cons. Now, number 1, the film was very short. That was the shortest film reaction I've ever done on the channel, only about 2 minutes. But I enjoyed the fact that there wasn't any fluff. A lot of times these prospects, they put on highlights that really aren't highlights. They shouldn't be on there. Bryson Weber got to the good stuff. He got to the things that he's the best at. So I enjoyed that, but it is a little bit concerning that it was only a 2-minute highlight reel from his entire season. And the second thing is I do think Bryce Weber is a little bit raw, and he's still developing to play in the secondary. I don't think he's going to play throughout his true freshman year for Nebraska, but with that being said, his upside is ridiculous for the Huskers. I truly believe that if he's developed at a high level with John Butler, with Tony White, yeah, he's going to be an NFL draft pick when his career with the Huskers is over. So that was something I was really impressed with. Again, was his upside. I don't think he's necessarily going to play right away. But again, the fact that he's 6'3", the fact that he runs a 4.4, can play all over the defense, that should get every single Nebraska fan fired up about Bryson Weber. So overall, again, he's a 4-star cornerback according to ESPN. Other sites have him a 3-star. I truly believe he's about a high 3-star, low 4-star rating, and I'm expecting a big senior year for Bryson Weber. So, all right, that was his film, Nebraska's newest commit there in the secondary. Let me know down below, are you excited about adding Bryson Weber to this recruiting class? Man, I am as well. And again, let me know that in the comment section. And hey, if you made this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.